Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. You'll have to excuse the sudden shock in my voice, the sudden, trying to get this intro up and running because we have an all-out brawl going on between the two participants in that WrestleMania match, Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. We haven't seen Rhea Ripley since the WrestleMania match, since Becky Lynch put her away. Rhea Ripley is back here tonight, and she is attacking Becky Lynch at the start of our show. Lynch and Rhea Ripley going at each other. Someone's going to have to put a stop to this, man. These two women are going to tear each other apart. It isn't even about a championship gold anymore. There's bigger... there's bigger issues arise. My goodness gracious. Ripcord, clothesline. Yeah, these two ladies are absolutely just brawling. Beating the souls out of one another. My goodness gracious. Rhea Ripley with a deadlift German suplex to Becky Lynch now. And now, oh my goodness. Man, this is a calculated attack from the Eradicator. She's here to send a message to Becky Lynch. And now Rhea Ripley taking out her frustrations on Becky Lynch. Remember, Rhea lost her title at WrestleMania in the rematch to Becky Lynch after Lynch had won the Royal Rumble this past year. And something tells me it does not sit right with Mommy, as Rhea Ripley is back with a vengeance after almost a month's hiatus, just stomping out Becky Lynch. Clearly, still has a bit of remorse on the side. My goodness gracious, channeling her inner dominant Mysterio right there with that frog splash. Man, Becky Lynch is lifeless out here, man. She's been completely taken aback by this right here. And now look at this, Rhea Ripley just invoking more attack on the legs, more attack on the back. Prism trap locked in center of the ring. This isn't a match, folks. This wasn't even anything scheduled here tonight. We had Becky Lynch scheduled out here to make an appearance for the audience. Of course, she is our women's champion. She's going to show up and show out every time she can. Look at this, Becky Lynch, speaking of showing up and showing out. Oh my God, what a clothesline. These two women are going at it, man. There's, like I said, there's a lot more to the story than just a championship gold. You take it back all the way to last year at SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley, that very move that you saw Rhea Ripley lock in a few seconds ago, the Prism trap, that submitted, that forced Becky Lynch to submit in the middle of the ring. Something not a lot of competitors can say they have done. Becky Lynch oftenly, gets the other females to tap out, but no, Rhea Ripley submitted Becky Lynch back at SummerSlam. My goodness gracious, right into the barricade. Goes Rhea Ripley's spine first, and look, Rhea Ripley took about a month off, but she might need like another few more months off after these two ladies are done with one another. Becky Lynch now taking the fight to her former challenger, another leg drop to the throat. We're gonna have to get some extra hands out here, some extra support, folks. These two ladies are absolutely going to war with each other. And like I said, it isn't even about a championship anymore. These two women just cannot stand one another. And the fact that both of them got drafted to Monday Night Raw, we knew that was going to be a problem as soon as we saw that, man. Remember, every other member of the Judgment Day actually ended up on Friday Night SmackDown. Rhea Ripley is all on her lonesome. All on her lonesome on Monday nights, and it's starting to really show because she doesn't have anybody backing her anymore. Not that any of the guys would probably get it in between the man Becky Lynch, but still, as now Becky Lynch throwing Rhea Ripley out on the stage. This is like I said, this is an all-out assault. Nothing planned here tonight as far as that goes. Just these two ladies. Oh no, right into the Titantron, face first, and another leg drop for good measure. Becky Lynch letting the crowd know whose show this really is, as Man, Rhea Ripley thought she had the jump on Becky Lynch, but it looks like, no, wait a minute, what? Oh my God, a DDT right on that grated floor. Rhea Ripley, a successful assault on the women's champion, Becky Lynch. What does this mean for Night of Champions, folks? Becky Lynch doesn't have a challenger at Night of Champions yet, but speaking of Night of Champions, we have to find out who the Unholy Union team of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire are going to be challenging for those vacated women's tag team championships. Will it be the newly reunited team of Team Kick, Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox? You throw it back to the NXT days if you don't know what that team is. Will it be Asuka and Io Sky, or will it be the former, a pair of former women's tag team champions being Katana Chance and Kaden Carter? We're gonna have to find out right now, folks. We're kicking it off big in the women's division with that brawl to start our show between Becky Lynch and the Eradicator Rhea Ripley, and now this. Now we get to find out who awaits Isla Dawn and Alba Fire in Saudi Arabia, Night of Champions. Like I said, not a very not a very planned or predicted way to start the show, but here on the JPG channel, anything and everything can and will happen. I mean, it is probably the most unpredictable YouTube channel to date, honestly, and I'm not even trying to just, put a feather in my cap. I mean, we really shoot for holy S-word moments here on the JPG channel. We really shoot for stuff to, catch you off guard, keep you enthralled in the entertainment. And a good way to do that is by putting on matches like this, multi-women matches, giving them an opportunity to revive those women's tag team champions, those women tag team championships, I should say. And one of these teams will be involved in the revival of those women's tag team championships. The question is, can they get the job done in Saudi Arabia when they take on the Unholy Union? And the Unholy Union, pretty dominating fashion last week, putting away the team of Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, and of course a team that we thought had a straight shot to the women's tag team championships match. That being Team 2001, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. But no, to the surprise of many, the Unholy Union have punched their ticket to Saudi Arabia. The only question remaining now is who is going to be standing across the ring from them when they get to Saudi. I mean, if you look at the two other teams in this match besides these girls right here, Team Kick, they're coming in here with a little bit of a disadvantage. They haven't teamed together in, I want to say, a few years at least. It's got to have been like 5 or 6 years. As a matter of fact, the last time we seen Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox in the same ring, or rather cage together, it was Dakota Kai trading on her former partner Tegan Nox, but I guess better heads have prevailed. The two have made up, and they're looking to make some success in the women's tag team division here on Monday nights. We'll see how far that goes. Like I said, you don't want to keep your head on a swivel when it comes to Dakota Kai. She could be your best friend or your worst nightmare. And apparently right now, these two are ready to get back on track here, but the other side being the experience level, not only of these two when it comes to women's tag team championships, but also Asuka. Io Sky's never held the women's tag team championships. Oh wait, no, I lied. There's a little bit of history here because Dakota Kai and Io Sky were women's tag team champions, but Dakota Kai's on the other side of what used to be Damage Control at this point. Dakota Kai finds herself actually hanging across the ring with Asuka. Or, sorry, with Io Sky. And you can see the the confidence, if you want to say that, in these ladies coming out with replica titles of the old women's tag team championships. Remember, they were the last ones to hold the tag team championships before, they kind of went away for a while. We're going to be introducing brand new designs to the women's tag team championships in Saudi Arabia, folks. Exciting, exciting times. We also, even though it's only been about a year that we've had the other designs, we're also introducing brand new tag team title designs in Saudi Arabia as well for the men's, that being the World Tag Team Championships and the WWE Tag Team Championships. So exciting times here in Universe Mode. Night of Champions is going to be one hell of a show as Asuka looks to get a submission hold on Katana Chance. But now a kick to the back of Katana Chance. Or sorry, to Asuka. A little bit thrown off with all these bodies in the ring at once. Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai, like I said, as far as experience goes, I mean, they have experience on their side, but they just haven't gelled together. They haven't tag teamed with each other in quite some time, so that's where my concern lies with Team Kick. And look at this huge drop kick on the outside. Looks like Io Sky's looking to play a little baseball on the outside with that bat, wailing at her former partner Dakota Kai. Obviously, there's no love lost between former Damage Control members. And Tegan Nox having to fend off Katana Chance. Or actually, that'd be Kaden Carter. My fault. Count of one. Speaking of Katana Chance, she had the one count. She almost got it right there, but Asuka was there to break it up. And, man, we're seeing some weapons here already, folks. This is a very chaotic and violent episode of Monday Night Raw here on the JPG channel. As Asuka once again goes for a submission hold. Katana Chance fights out of it though. Io Sky, look at this, taken to the skies on the other side of the ring, wiping out her former tag team partner. Actually wiping out the new tag team partner of her former tag team partner. I mistake Tegan Nox for Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai is on the other end taking a beat down at the hands of Kaden Carter, excuse me. Man, like I said, when there's so many bodies in the ring, it's really hard to keep track on everything. As Tegan Nox, now a suicide dive taking Kaden Carter out. And now it's Katana Chance and, I thought it was going to be Katana Chance and Tegan Nox in the ring, but instead it's Tegan Nox and Asuka as these two ladies look to lock up here. Now Asuka, no, throwing caution in the wind, but no water in the pool. Big Hurricane Rana by Tegan Nox, looking to take advantage of the fact they're the only two standing in the ring right now. Only a one count, though, as Dakota Kai gets thrown back in the ring by Kaden Carter. Now all six bodies back into the ring. Remember what is at stake here, folks. The chance to go to Saudi, the chance to become the brand new women's tag team champions and really start to, build your name off those brand new title designs, help signify it, help it build significance. And now a knee strike to the face of Tegan Nox. Like I said, a lot of bodies moving all at once, and a lot of these women are bringing in weapons to the shock of me for sure. But I mean, when you realize what's at stake, that being the other spot in that women's tag team championship match, then maybe you can't really discredit them for going the extra mile. Now look at this, Kaden Carter catching Tegan Nox off guard, but Nox able to knock some sense right into Kaden Carter. Now wait a minute, there's the shiniest wizard. The shiniest wizard connects. Nobody realizes, except her partner, of course, Katana Chance. Like I said, experience matters. These two ladies, the last old women's tag team champions with the old design, And the experience is showing for sure. Dakota Kai accidentally wiping out the referee, taking a little bit of friendly fire here. Now look at this, tilt-a-whirl DDT with the referees down. Wouldn't make a difference anyways because Io Sky made the save to Asuka. And now Tegan Nox crashing into Katana Chance. Team Kick is, like I said, I thought they were going to be the less experienced in this match. They're looking like they ain't lost a step, man. They go head-to-head with two former members of Damage Control in their own right, Io Sky and Asuka, looking to do things on their own this time. Remember, Io Sky was actually looking pretty prominent in the singles division last season, but looks like her and Asuka are looking to perhaps find themselves in Saudi Arabia for those new women's tag team championships. But wait a minute, speaking of Io Sky, she just took Tegan Nox right out of the sky. Right out of the sky with a Spanish fly. I did not mean to rhyme that, but we're going to go with the flow here. As now look at this. Io Sky connects with the electric chair German suplex combination. And now Asuka. Wait a minute. Asuka grabbing a hold of Tegan Nox. It looks like, I think Dakota Kai was trying to make the save. If it's anybody that knows Asuka and Io Sky better than their own selves, it's definitely Dakota Kai. And now Katana Chance going for a pinfall here, but now it's Tegan Nox breaking it up. No, but a huge kick. I think Kaden Carter, I'm trying to get their names right before I say it out loud. She was going for a brutal shot with that sledgehammer, but Tegan Nox had it scouted, was able to time it correctly. And now Asuka just threw that sledgehammer right at the face of Kaden Carter. Now a huge bulldog from Tegan Nox. And now, wait a minute, choke slam from Tegan Nox. Everybody's down and out. Dakota Kai's looking to try and take out Asuka. Asuka had something for her, but it might be too late. Tegan Nox with another shiniest wizard. But Asuka's back in the ring. But wait, she doesn't realize. Behind her back, Io Sky able to get the shoulder out. At 2.5, but man, Team Kick wants this as bad as anybody does, but maybe even more, because we are seeing as Dakota Kai just launched. I think that was Kaden Carter. No, wait a minute. Asuka wrenching at that arm, but again, Dakota Kai makes the save. Like I said, a woman that would know her former Damage Control mates very, very well. And now look at this submission hold, but Asuka's got the pinfall attempt. Referee keeping his head on a swivel here tonight, but both ladies able to break it up. And now, Kaden Carter taking out Io Sky. Asuka, I think she just slammed Katana Chance face first on the wood part of that sledgehammer. This is a lot more, weapon-based than I would have had predicted it would be. I mean, like I said, we know what's on the line, so we know the severity of this match to these ladies. And oh my goodness, just knee strikes right to the abdomen area. And now Asuka grabs a hold of the submission again on Dakota Kai. But Dakota Kai, very resilient here tonight. Like I said, it helps with, it helps being familiar with your opponent's offense. And that goes without saying, basically, is what I'm trying to get across here. It goes without saying as I look at this, a beautiful face buster maneuver from Katana Chance. Tegan Nox trying to get in the ring. Oh my God. I thought that was it. Kaden Carter hit Asuka with that almost arm trap face buster. And the Katana Chance was playing tremendous defense with that sledgehammer right to the abdomen area. And now look at this, Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai going at Dakota Kai's former team, Damage Control now, but Kaden Carter reintroducing herself to this match. Oh, look at this. Tegan Nox playing a bunch of defense here. Super kick to Asuka. Now, wait a minute. Io Sky with a big Hurricane Rana taking out Tegan Nox, and now it's Dakota Kai dumping Io Sky out, but now it's a 2-on-1 assault, or I thought so. Dakota Kai's actually holding her own there. Beautiful springboard drop kick. A little bit of tag team tandem from former partners Io Sky and Dakota Kai there. I'm not sure if that was done by design, but wait a minute. Io Sky, center of the ring. The Koji clutch is locked in. Can Katana Chance fight out of this? Io Sky decides to let go of the hold. And now it's former women's tag team champions, that being Katana Chance and Kaden Carter in the ring. But wait a minute. Io Sky gets the pinfall. Tegan Knox was too worried about Asuka on the outside. Io Sky sneaks in with the pinfall and sends herself and Asuka to Saudi Arabia. That means it will either be the team of Io Sky and Asuka or the unholy union walking out of Saudi with those brand new women's tag team championships. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be one hell of a match. Night of Champions is already shaping up to be one hell of a card, and it's not going to stop there. Our main event is a star-studded fatal four-way to determine who is going to be facing the Viper Randy Orton in Saudi Arabia for, of course, his WWE Undisputed Championship. But before we get to that, we got tag team action. The debuting D'Angelo family has their work cut out for them here tonight because they find themselves across the ring from the World Tag Team Champions over here on Monday nights. A team that's expecting new title designs come Saudi Arabia. Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. They're also looking for an opponent in Saudi Arabia. Remember, it's Night of Champions. Every title has to be on the line as per the name, you know. And hey, the D'Angelo family gets one up on the Blackpool Combat Club here tonight. We might be seeing new challengers for those World Tag Team Championships. But what I was trying to get at in our main event, yes, indeed, a fatal four-way #1 contender match. Three of these men in the match have already had their run-ins with Randy Orton in the past. One of these men is fresh off a tremendous battle with Gunther at Backlash and recently drafted to Monday Night Raw, the almighty Bobby Lashley. The other three men, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Of course, you know, Cody Rhodes has a plethora of history when it comes to Randy Orton. And perhaps the man that took Randy Orton to his absolute limit so far in this title run of Orton's, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Psychopath. That fatal four-way match is going down after this match, folks. You cannot want to miss the phenomenal AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre all fighting for a chance. Some of these men fighting for a second chance, but a new fresh start in Saudi Arabia to take on the Viper himself, the sadistic Randy Orton, a man that has proven time and time again to come out on top of big title, big match situations, and he's been doing it for almost a year now. I mean, if we get to SummerSlam, that would mean Orton would have been champion for a full year. He's looking a little bit like Gunther right now over here on Monday nights, man. I don't know who's going to stop Randy Orton, nor do I know who's going to stop this team, the Blackpool Combat Club, Moxley and Danielson, holding those titles ever since WrestleMania. And the question is, who's going to step up to Moxley and Danielson? We have a tremendous tag team division over here on Monday nights, tremendous tag team division on Friday nights that just got that much bigger with the return, the arrival, so to speak, of the Authors of Pain attacking the WWE Tag Team Champions. A-Town Down Under, almost like staking their claim to those tag team titles over there on Friday nights. And, you gotta wonder who is going to stake their claim to the World Tag Team Championships in Saudi Arabia. right, here we go. The debuting D'Angelo family. We've seen Tony D'Angelo a few times last season in NXT. He's brought his right-hand man, his underboss, so to speak. But, oh, my goodness, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, but Moxley making short order of Tony. And now, oh, my, look at that. This is an absolute brawler, man. This is not a professional wrestler. This is a fighter. This is a man from a very dark place on earth. I don't know how dark Cincinnati, Ohio really is, but, I mean, to produce a human being like John Moxley, I don't know, man. You got to have some serious stuff going on. It's a beautiful spiking DDT from Moxley. And this is why I say I do not know who is going to put an end to the Combat Club's reign here on Monday nights, because you have two of the best professional wrestlers today, my goodness gracious, Bryan Danielson and John Moxley on the same team. Like, I remember when they first formed this team, and I'm like, yeah, that's just way too OP. And then they brought in, Claudio. They brought in Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta, he doesn't have the credibility of all three of those guys, but, they needed somebody to learn. Oh, my goodness gracious, what a kick to the face as Tony D'Angelo says, yeah, no, I've had enough of that. Now Moxley, or I should say Danielson, taking on all comers here. And now look at that, Saito suplex dumps Lorenzo right on the back of his neck. Welcome to Monday nights. Only gets a 2 count, though. We're going to see what Stacks is made out of here tonight, folks. This is his absolute debut on Universe mode in general, and he's already got a busted open nose. I think he might have a broken nose at this point. Excuse me, I'm going to have to clear my throat. This has been an absolute anarchy episode of Monday Night Raw, folks. Just pandemonium everywhere you look here on Monday night. Let's look at this. Duck the kick, learn from his underboss. And now a beautiful springboard forearm. Like I said, we're going to see what Stacks is made out of here tonight. And if he could take it to a man like the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, that's going to tell you a lot about what this kid has to offer. And now wrenching at that arm, working over the arm. Clearly there's a game plan at foot. The D'Angelo family, like I said, they get the job done here tonight. You have to be looking at them as the #1 contenders. I mean, by proxy, you defeat the tag team champions in a non-title match. Clearly, you've proven yourself in the fact that you can defeat them. Now you want to, put something on the line next time. As D'Angelo ducks a rolling elbow from Bryan Danielson, and dang, throws an entire body weight into that lariat into the corner. And Danielson's feeling that. He's clutching at his chest, man. Tony D'Angelo, don't let the gimmick or whatever fool you. This guy is legit. I mean, he has had, let's see, he's had Tommaso Ciampa's last match, beat him in NXT. He's had Pete Dunne's last match in NXT, beat him. I mean, he's not no pushover, man. He's coming off of some pretty huge wins down in NXT, and oh my goodness gracious. But this is the big leagues, man, and when you deal with guys like Danielson and Moxley, you might walk away with a few scraps, as Tony and Chax have learned. You could ask Mello over on Friday night. You could ask Trick Williams here on Monday nights what these guys are all about. Remember, the Raw after WrestleMania, a tremendous match between those four. Trick, Mello Gain, and the Blackpool Combat Club. Unfortunately, Carmelo Hayes was drafted to Friday night, so we're not going to ever be able to see the rematch anytime soon. But man, they took the Combat Club to the absolute limit. I was thoroughly impressed. And speaking of impressive, an impressive spine buster at the hands of John Moxley. And now wait a minute, looking to double down on the back injury with a Boston Crab. Like I said, the Blackpool Combat Club are not here to wrestle you. They're here to physically assault you. And oh my goodness gracious, huge kick to the abdomen, and now driving that knee into the abdomen of Tony D'Angelo is John Moxley. And now, wait a minute. Oh, my God. That might be it, man. Tony's eyes are glazed over, but Stack's proven to be a loyal companion to his boss here. The Don. He used to be the Don of NXT, trying to be the Don of Monday nights, but man, you got a lot of competition. Bigger fish in these lakes. Bigger fish in these ponds. But look at that. Takes Moxley over with a beautiful German suplex and now Irish whip. And now a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex in combination. Stomping out Moxley. Like I said, do not underestimate Tony D'Angelo. Oh my goodness gracious. Deadlift fisherman's suplex. Tony D'Angelo really starting to make a name for himself at the expense of Jon Moxley here. And believe me, that's not something that that the unhinged one would love to hear coming out of my mouth. I might want to watch it, as a matter of fact. And now look at this. Oh, the family taking Moxley over. Beautiful tag team tandem from these two. Like I said, first out on the job, making moves like this, but Moxley, wise beyond his years, of course. I mean, there's about 25 years plus of ring experience in between Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. You think about that. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, I'm pretty sure he trained under Kane's wrestling school. Kane opened that wrestling school in like, what, 2016, 2017, something like that. So Stacks Lorenzo, this guy's maybe like 5 years into his wrestling career. Tony D'Angelo is even shorter than that. And look, they've been impressive. I'll give them that, but man, this is, like I said, this is 25 plus years of experience in this ring, man. You do not get any more intimidating than that, really. Is now, speaking of intimidating, here goes the kicks right to the chest of Stacks Lorenzo. Each one you could feel all the way up to the cheap seats. As my God, roundhouse kick to round it out. And now D'Angelo, though, making the save this time, and I don't think Danielson appreciated that. Takes D'Angelo for a ride with the German suplex and dumps Stacks Lorenzo now to the outside floor. And now Danielson calling Stacks up to his feet, looking to take to the sky. Suicide dive from one half of the World Tag Team Champions, proving exactly why these men run the tag team division on Monday nights. And now Stacks is just trying to crawl to his boss here, his tag team partner. Oh, but D'Angelo able to run straight through Bryan Danielson here. And now, wait a minute. Big run up from Tony D'Angelo. Look out, Bryan Danielson. Oh, my God. Out of nowhere. The boost cycle knee connects. D'Angelo doesn't even know where the hell he's at, man. And the only thing that kept this match alive was Jon Moxley failing to get the, oh my God, but right at the corner of your eye, paradigm shift. And now wait a minute, Danielson grabbing a beautiful bridge on D'Angelo. 2, 3 gets the job done. And man, if that doesn't tell you there's levels to this, I don't know what will. Tony D'Angelo got a big run up there. I don't know if we're going to see the replay because they usually don't show replays outside of the ring on this game, but he got a big run up. And as soon as he cut that corner, oh, there it is. He got the big run up. Danielson caught him flush with a Busaiku knee right to the face. And then Jon Moxley, he failed to actually come through at first. That being Stacks was able to break the pinfall attempt, because believe me, Tony D'Angelo was not kicking out of that, folks. He was not kicking out of that. But at the end of the day, Moxley, he rectified himself, dropped Stacks right on that stack of dimes he calls a neck. And, after that, Danielson with a crafty, almost cravette Corvette rolling through suplex. I'm not rolling suplex. My mind is everywhere today, man. Roll up, not a suplex. Like a Corvette style roll up. Just an unescapable position for Tony D'Angelo. Like I said, that is where the experience lies. And speaking of experience, this man right here, Drew McIntyre, he has gone from, you know, the unwanted, you know, hand-picked guy to be the future of the company to, you know, some people's favorite wrestler, you know, working today. The work that he's put in, the names that he has edged in stone with that sword you just saw him raise high in the air. I mean, you're talking about a Brock Lesnar, you're talking about a Goldberg, you're talking about a Bobby Lashley, he's in this match, you're talking about a plethora of other names. Drew McIntyre, I mean, like I said, he was, if I want to say, he probably came the closest to defeating Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble. You give him his rematch in Saudi Arabia, I think we're looking at a new undisputed WWE champion. I really do. But at the other side of the spectrum, speaking of a man that Drew has actually put away in the past, and also a man that's put Drew away in the past, though, pretty fair when it comes to Almighty and Drew McIntyre. But what I'm trying to get at is Bobby Lashley is coming off of an incredible performance at Backlash against Gunther. I mean, you want to talk about Drew McIntyre looking extremely close to defeating Randy Orton. I think that's maybe the closest we've ever seen Gunther losing his title. I was worried for the title reign of Gunther, and I want that thing to end. I'm ready for somebody new to rise up on Friday Night SmackDown, but clearly Gunther doesn't have any plans of losing that title anytime soon. But anyways, Bobby Lashley could go back to back. He could hit a two-peat right now. He could do 2 pay-per-views where he's challenging for the World Championship on opposing shows. I can't remember a time that anybody's done that. So, I mean, he could probably make a little bit of history, especially in the JPG Universe mode. But the phenomenal AJ Styles, obviously in a losing effort on Backlash to Kenny Omega, failed to keep that United States Championship over here on Monday nights. Kenny Omega taking that over to Friday Night SmackDown. But nonetheless, AJ Styles is another former opponent, former competitor of Randy Orton during this title reign. It was back at Survivor Series, actually, where AJ Styles took on the Viper, was unsuccessful in his attempt there, too. So AJ Styles really needs this for momentum reasons and just for a whole, I'm sure, a whole nother list of reasons mentally. I mean, he really just needs that big win. And for me to say that for AJ Styles is absolutely insane, because this man has a decorated career. When you look at TNA, WWE, New Japan, whatever you want to call it, this man is definitely living up to the name of phenomenal. He has been his entire career. And speaking of men living up to their names in the career, this man right here, the American Nightmare, from undesirable to unfreaking deniable, Cody Rhodes. Man, it's just some, I don't know, it's just something. Anytime you see this guy, you just want him to win. And especially with the story that we've been following for almost a year now here on the JPG channel, with Randy Orton always having this guy's number. Randy Orton, you know, putting him away 2 separate times, basically sending Cody packing all the way back down the mountain, back down the line of contenders. For him to be fighting his demons, literal demons, afterwards with Karrion Kross. Cody Rhodes finally prevailed over that dark cloud in his career. You know, won the Royal Rumble Oh, no, actually, no. He had Seth Rollins won the Royal Rumble. I'm over here thinking about kayfabe in real life. But no, Rhodes actually failed to win the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins won the Rumble and you know, got his opportunities at Randy Orton, too, before, obviously, now he's drafted right back over to Friday Night SmackDown. But Rhodes was able to win the Elimination Chamber, is what I meant. As a matter of fact, he ran the gauntlet, started the Elimination Chamber at number 1, and the man that he eliminated last in that Elimination Chamber was Bobby Lashley. But there was also Drew McIntyre in that Elimination Chamber. Styles was not in the chamber. But for Cody Rhodes to put guys like that away, you know, we really thought that he was gonna do it. We really thought that he was gonna prevail at WrestleMania over the ring general, but it was not to be. And Cody Rhodes gave Gunther a fight of his life, but still not enough to put the ring general away. That was over on Friday nights. Of course, Cody Rhodes drafted back over to Monday nights during the draft, and now he finds himself right back almost a year to the day when he lost that title to Randy Orton. And I mean, some stories just write themselves, and when it comes to Cody Rhodes' story, it's far from finished, but I think the perfect ending right now, as far as where his story lies right now, is to finally put Randy Orton's shoulders on the mat for a 3 count. Oh my God! I was getting a little deep into my feelings there, talking about Cody's story. Did not realize that AJ Styles did he just break the candlestick over 2 men's skulls? And Drew McIntyre completely shaking it off, completely no-selling that, by the way. Just, you know, another day at the office, getting cracked in the skull with a kendo stick, I guess. Styles bringing in the weapons to play. Bobby Lashley tossing around Drew McIntyre. Now Cody Rhodes off the ropes. Oh no, nothing to fall there. Styles now working over Cody Rhodes. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. History there, as we explained during the entrances. You could arguably say there's probably history between all 4 of these men in this ring, as a matter of fact. Cody and AJ have had their run-ins before on Monday Night Raw. And now look at this. Cody Rhodes with a beautiful reversal. Kind of using Lashley's strength against him, and a knee strike to the face of AJ Styles. You could sense the urgency in Cody Rhodes to put this thing away. He recognizes he is in the ring with 4 of the best that are living and breathing today. And now look at this. Oh my God. Sidewalk slam. Drew McIntyre wailing away with that baseball bat. And now wait a minute. A pinfall attempt from Lashley, but center of the ring goes AJ Styles, locking in the calf crusher. Now Cody Rhodes taking Styles over with a suplex. Bobby Lashley, though, oh my God, dumping Rhodes right on the crown of his skull with that deadlift German suplex. Drew McIntyre now taking the fight back to Bobby Lashley. This is got out of hand pretty quickly here. Drew McIntyre just threw that baseball bat right at the skull of AJ Styles. Completely a lack of concern for anybody's health, that's being the Scottish Warrior. Oh my God, Glasgow kiss. Styles looking to reap the benefits. Drew McIntyre says, yeah, maybe some other night. And now look at this, taking him over with a deadlift, sit-out powerbomb. Rhodes getting back involved here. Grabbing a hold of Bobby Lashley while Drew McIntyre is momentarily distracted. Figure 4 leg lock from the American Nightmare to Bobby Lashley. Shot to the face of Cody Rhodes, though, and you got to wonder, man, which one of these 4 are heading to Saudi Arabia? Oh, look at this, out of nowhere, Cody Cutter. Styles clash in the corner, but Styles doesn't realize Cody has the pin. Lashley gets the shoulder. But now Styles cannot capitalize on the Styles clash he just planted Drew McIntyre with, because he's over here worried about Cody Rhodes. And now look at this, beautiful springboard moonsault. And now a huge bulldog from Cody now. And now it's Rhodes prevailing over everybody else right now. Taking Lashley out, but doesn't see the brute Drew McIntyre behind him. And now McIntyre sending him into the turnbuckle. But now Cody Rhodes coming back into this thing now. And now, wait a minute. Punches to the face. Shout out to Dusty. But a beautiful arm drag from AJ Styles now. And now it's Styles and Rhodes looking to mix it up here. And now again takes him over with a moonsault. Cody Rhodes has been on his A game here tonight. Like I said, he recognizes what is at stake here tonight. A shot. The first shot at Randy Orton in almost a year. It was at, actually, it was Clash at the Castle the last time Cody Rhodes ran into Randy Orton, that being the Hell in a Cell match. A match that Rhodes, looked like he had it in the bag, but Orton was just able to capitalize as he has time and time again throughout this title run. Like I said, it'll be almost a year since Rhodes has, oh my God, out of nowhere, a spear. A spear from Bobby Lashley. Drew McIntyre trying to get back in this thing. Styles gets the shoulder out. Rhodes would have been a second late. Lashley would have found himself in the second world title match in 2 months. And now Drew McIntyre, eats a clothesline at the hands of Cody Rhodes. Styles looking for something there from Rhodes, but Rhodes had it scouted. Wait a minute! Out of nowhere! Crossroads! McIntyre's getting back up to his feet, though. Oh, but Lashley actually broke it up that time. McIntyre maybe putting a little too much faith in Styles. I mean, I know he's the phenomenal one, but that Crossroads has put away a guy like Roman Reigns in the past. You do not want to sleep on that. A beautiful power slam from Cody Rhodes. Now McIntyre has a little bit of sense of urgency. Now that he realized that Cody almost had that thing in the bag. Gut wrench down to that broken kendo stick that's still in the ring. Referee takes a bump now from Lashley. Now look at this. I think Styles was going for like a pop-up, either powerbomb or might have tried to catch him in the Styles clash. Lashley fighting out of it though. And now Rhodes taking a breather on the outside. All 4 of these men have taken a beat down here tonight, folks. It has not been no one-sided case for any of the 4 involved. And now Styles wailing away on that arm, that injured arm at the hands of Roman Reigns. Styles is tremendously articulate when it comes to. And now look at this. Grabs a hold of the crossface. Center of the ring. Cody Rhodes has to break it up. And now Rhodes. Wait a minute. Rhodes grabs a hold of Styles. Going for another figure 4 leg lock. Cinches it in. Can this be Cody's opportunity? Lashley's down, but McIntyre attacking the ref again. And now, wait a minute. McIntyre sending Lashley for a ride. Old move from one of his old buddies. Sheamus, White Noise connects, but now Rhodes. Oh, no. McIntyre now does not realize that Cody Rhodes refuses to die here. And Rhodes is lighting McIntyre up. And now it's Cody taken to the skies here. Going for an elbow drop from halfway across the ring. Right into the heart of the almighty. Styles not going to be able to get in the ring, but Lashley has to kick. Cody sends McIntyre packing. Wait a minute. Crossroads to Lashley, but Styles from behind. Oh my God. Arm trapped back suplex. He's going to take advantage of Rhodes' crossroads. No, Lashley gets the shoulder out. Styles almost found himself in a rematch with Randy Orton in Saudi Arabia. Oh my goodness, who is going to win this, man? All 4 of these men are making their cases here tonight. Styles and McIntyre left alone in the ring. Wait a minute. Styles clash on the bat, I think. No, face first onto the bat. Cody Rhodes, though, sense of urgency this time, kicks out. And now it's Rhodes looking to take the fight to AJ Styles. That was it. That Styles Clash to the bat was it. But Cody Rhodes was able to somehow build up the strength to get back on his feet, realizing what is that hand here, and wait a minute, Cody Rhodes taking Styles for a ride. Delayed super, oh my God. Delayed superplex, no, Claymore. Claymore to the face. Claymore to the face, 1, 2, Rhodes. Finally starting to realize where the hell he's at. Oh, Lashley, I think, was going for a spear. No, he gets the spear to Cody, though. Spear to Cody Rhodes. McIntyre and Lashley, the only two standing in this car crash of a main event, folks. Cody's out. Styles is back on his feet, but looking for more weapons. McIntyre grabs a hold of a chair. Oh, my God. Lashley threw caution to the wind. McIntyre might have even suckered him in. And now a clothesline from Rhodes now. Trying to take on all comers is the American Nightmare. Trying to take on all comers is Cody Rhodes, but man, all four of these men have taken an absolute ass whooping in this match at the hands of one another. And Rhodes was clearing off that announce table. Oh, but a kick to the face of McIntyre. Oh, but, oh my God, nasty baseball shot to the face. That's going to leave knots in the forehead of Rhodes, and Lashley wailing away with that baseball bat. This is an absolute car crash, folks. An absolute car crash in our main event. Lashley's busted open. AJ Styles is the only man standing, ironically. And now Rhodes looking to grab a hold of Bobby Lashley. Styles says, let me get in on that. Oh my goodness, a little bit of tag team work for a moment there, but now that's shortly left. God. Jesus Christ. McIntyre just launched a sledgehammer right at the face of the Phenomenal One. All four of these men are getting in each other's way. They want to beat each other up so badly. And now, wait a minute, Lashley sending AJ Styles on the announce table. Sending AJ Styles on the announce table. No, a clothesline. Clothesline from Cody Rhodes. He's got Styles on the announce table. What the hell is he planning? No! Brain buster! Through the announce table. McIntyre taking advantage of the distraction. Sits. Cody Rhodes right on his back. Oh no, and now it's Lashley and McIntyre beating the ever-living crap out of one another. Release suplex from Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles might need some medical attention. He just got planted brainbuster style through the announce table, but I don't think Cody Rhodes' night ends there. Dominator on the broken table. Cody's out, man. His chances of Saudi are done. Absolutely finished. Lashley just planted him with the Dominator on the outside of the ring. And now Lashley trying to get somebody back in the ring. Somebody has to win this match. We want to go home, folks. We want to go home. Styles, center of the ring. Calf crusher to Lashley's. Cody Rhodes somehow back on his feet. The American Nightmare somehow back on his feet. Clothesline to Styles. Claymore over Styles! McIntyre hits the Claymore out of absolutely nowhere. Drew McIntyre, a man that has come the closest to defeating Randy Orton, gets his second opportunity in Saudi. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolute shipwrecked episode of Monday Night Raw. But thank you for joining me. As I always say, man, I cannot wait to get to Saudi. McIntyre Orton 2. Can McIntyre, can he get the job done this time? Can he learn from his mistakes? We will find out. But until then, I will see y'all on the next one.